Global is a television project about modern Kazakh culture in the global world. This year, Kazakh cinema, as one of its direction, has attracted the attention of millions of people around the world. Kazakh actress Samal Yeslyamova has emerged as one of the young and talented actresses after she won the prestigious Best Female Actress Award at the 71st Cannes Film Festival for her role in Ayka, directed by Russian director Sergei Dvortsevoi. Of course, I think that the film deserves the Best Film Award at the festival. The film's main idea is very thought-provoking and has a deep meaning. It is a psychological drama showing the evolution of the main character's mental state. The entire process of shooting the film was difficult and long, but we tried to do our best. We worked hard. All the crew and I, of course, expected to receive a prize for the best film. We are glad to win the award in other category. This is not only my award, this is an award for the whole team. The triumph of the Kazakh actress left no one indifferent in our country. The film Ayka entered the top 20 films of the world, and Samal Yeslyamova is the only actress in the post-Soviet countries who received the Cannes Best Actress Award. My great desire is to make this film perfect and good. Secondly, it is important when the actor believes the director. I really believe the director because he is a great person and a professional. If he starts making film, he controls over nearly every aspect of the film. He's a very talented director and makes the films the way he wants. The most important and life-defining moments in Samal Yeslyamovan's life happened unexpectedly for her. Her life is similar to the Cinderella Story, which was written in the media. A modest girl from Kazakhstan conquered the hearts of viewers and critics and brought her to the red carpet. I've always wanted to be a journalist. I never thought that I would be an actress. Samal's life took an unexpected turn when she entered the College of Arts in Petropavlovsk. She did not expect to win a scholarship and pass the entrance examinations, but fortune was on her side. When I studied at the university, I knew about the audition. My friends were happy to attend the casting. They recited poems and danced. As for me, I didn't prepare well for the auditions and I just answered a few questions. I said that I know how to milk a cow by hand. I also said that I wanted to perform the main parts in the films. And after 3 months, I got a call and they said, "We watched the recording with you and now you can come to Almaty." Of course, I agreed to come to Almaty, although I did not have money to buy a ticket. Fortunately, I went to Almaty and got an offer to star in the Tulip film. Samal got acquainted with Russian director and native of Kazakhstan, Sergei Dvortsevoi, when they made their first film titled Tulip. It was Dvortsevoi's first feature film, and Samal played the part of the elder sister of the main character in the film. The shooting of the film was a complex and arduous process. It took 4 years to complete the film. Tulip was a great success. It received the Un Certain Regard Award at the Cannes Festival. The film was nominated in numerous festivals and entered the list of the most awarded films in 2008. However, despite the worldwide recognition, the film was not well accepted in Kazakhstan. As you know, the viewers and critics have different opinions about the film. If there was only an unambiguous opinion, there would be no sense, because art allows difference of opinions. We are all different and we like different films. Art makes us experience positive or negative emotions. Now the creative tandem of Dvortsevoi and Yeslyamova amazed the audience once again. This time, Kazakh critics and viewers as well as foreign critics have well received the film. After her winning in Cannes, Samal became famous worldwide. I did not expect that I would receive the prize. It is a great honor for me. It is a big history in my career. I am also incredibly happy to represent my country at the festival. I would be glad if other Kazakh actresses received the award at the Cannes Film Festival. I want to thank the people of Kazakhstan. I know they were glad to hear that news. Now they probably want to see this film. Both the main characters of Ayka film and Samal Yeslyamova has difficult destiny. Ayka is a drama story of a young Kyrgyz woman living and working illegally in Moscow. She was forced to abandon her newborn child and she suffers morally. The shooting of the film took 6 years due to the unusual directorial style of Dvortsevoi. He needed snow in the city. Samal remained immersed in the image of a character during all this time.
Допустим, я на примере этого расскажу вам. Вот сцена просыпания.
There was a scene in the film when the main character wakes up in the morning. I was preparing for this scene. I ate salty food and did not sleep for a while at night in order to play that part. As we were living close to the filming studio, I went there and slept before the crew came. When they came, they turned on the light and woke me. And when I woke up, everything was real. Of course, I had a swollen face, and everything was shot well, like in real life.
Вниз. И вот вся группа, которая должна быть там, они подходили туда, и потом включали свет и начинали меня будить непосредственно.
As a director, Sergei highly appreciated my preparations and said everything was fine. We really thought that this scene was perfect, but after some time, probably a month later, Sergei said that we must reshoot this scene because it is necessary for her to wake up and look around. She should understand where she wakes up. We did the scene again.
Надо переснимать, потому что нужно, чтобы она проснулась и огляделась вокруг, где она проснулась, допустим. Хорошо там, допустим.
We met Samal at the Eurasian International Film Festival. The actress worked as a member of the jury of the main competition. The festival is one of the most important film forums in the Commonwealth of Independent States. Its mission is to develop Kazakhstan's cinematographic art. This year, the event was held for the 14th time. Since gaining independence, the Kazakh film industry started to operate again. According to statistics, the number of domestic films, regardless of the quality, is growing every year. The studio produces commercial films, government-funded films, and auteur films. Every film is made in its own unique way. Unfortunately, the trend shows that the films, which were a great success abroad, are not well received in their homeland.
Прискорбно, что эти модели, они как бы существуют параллельно друг с другом.
It is unfortunate that these films exist in parallel with each other. I would like to see commercial films presenting the author's unique, interesting point of view. They should not be made according to one scenario. Our government-funded historical films should also have some original idea and be made in a unique way. Our auteur films should not only participate in film festivals and get reviews from film critics. The films are first of all made for viewers.
Киноплощадки, кинофестивали, которые вот пытаются показать это разное кино, это тоже радует.
Film critic Inna Smilova said the industry of independent Kazakh films is developing rapidly, but these films are not popular with viewers.
У них уже какой-то новый подход.
They have a different approach, images and opinions to the main characters, and most importantly to the surrounding reality. I am glad that our young directors are well known due to their works. They are Adilkhan Yerzhanov, Yemir Baygazin, and Jasulan Pashanov. In general, now there is a special interest in Kazakh cinema, and the films are popular abroad, and therefore in general, I'm very glad that they appreciate our films. In a variety of released films, the auteur film failed to be loved by viewers. Art house films are recognized as the best films at film festivals and remain an absolute mystery, both for the mass audience and for the official culture. For example, films such as Tulip by Dvortsevoi, Hostess by Yerzhanov, Lessons of Harmony by Baygazin, and many other works.
Авторское кино – это прежде всего кино, которое раскрывает какие-то вот болевые точки. Хотим мы этого.
Auteur cinema is first and foremost a film that reveals painful moments, whether we like it or not. Moreover, auteur films form film industry in general as an art. And of course, it's very important to influence individual worldview in cinema. Directors cannot only produce films to please someone. The main mission of film is to show life as it is, to demonstrate how people live in other countries and tell about their lives. Sometimes we see films about people living in developed countries and we see that the problems are the same. They suffer from loneliness, social injustice, but they are not afraid to talk about it. Life is not perfect. First of all, the concept of art is driven by the idea of humanism. It forces people to live in harmony and happiness. This is where art is. It should heal the pain and bring meaning to life. Kazakh filmmakers are successfully presenting the films at the international festivals for several years. South Korea, France, Germany, India. This is a short list of countries where our films won the prizes.
Искусство, оно не подчиняется времени, потому что вот представители...
Art is above time. Talented directors set new trends and promote new forms of art. They make progress. I was very happy when a director from Kazakhstan received a Cannes Award. I wish more Kazakh directors and films will be presented at the world level. They promote our cinema and our country as a whole. They also show how industry is developing in the country. And of course, they present young and talented actors and actresses from Kazakhstan.
Мне очень приятно. Я бы очень хотела, чтобы, конечно, казахстанское кино, оно было на мировом уровне.
This year, Kazakhstan was not only associated with Samal Yeslyamova at the 71st Cannes Film Festival. Adilkhan Yerzhanov's The Gentle Indifference of the World was selected to compete in the Uncertain Regard section at the festival. Although the film could not win the main prize in its section, the romantic story received positive reviews from European critics.
Ой, вообще все было волшебно, конечно.
You know, it was incredible. We knew the results of the completion, but we were still happy as the film was well received by the jury and viewers. We received many positive reviews as though we were acclaimed filmmakers. We highly appreciate this.
Это был такой пиетет уже на уровне, да, то есть таких как бы маститых кинематографистов.
Inna Smilova worked as film editor. The famous film critic shares that the film was distinguished by an ineffable magic atmosphere at the production stage. The Gentle Indifference of the World is a subtle, tragic and romantic feature film.
Мне кажется, Адилкхан здесь немножко поменял свой стиль, немножко вот как-то вот нашел.
I think Adilkhan changed his directorial style. On the one hand, we can see the same directions of making film. We see how the main characters live, how the reality destroys them. There is a conflict between a social reality and new life. When love happens, the struggle begins. The theme of love and life.
Конфликт между социальной реальностью и новое то, что возникает.
This is the sensitive part of the film. The director finds the appropriate color, light, space, and how the camera works. The actors who played the main parts are amazing. We are thankful for them. They are talented. It is not easy to build an actors' ensemble because Adilkhan's caricature remains. The entire second background is somewhat observed, caricatured, and everything is shown in very natural feelings, in semitones, in silence, in facial expressions, in movement, in pose, and suddenly we see a story, a history of human relations. And what is more important, we see life.
История человеческих отношений и того, что все-таки нужно, что важнее в этой жизни.
There is the concept of national symbolism in film science, when the cinema of a certain country or nation has unique, recognizable features that are made up of certain elements of the cinematic language. Unfortunately, it is still difficult to talk about any recognizable and developed style in Kazakh cinema. Nevertheless, there are things that are already evolving. It seems to me that some iconic compositions, prospects of our space, some kind of almost mythological, pageant things associated with the steppe or sky are already recognized and read very well. And I want to say that the nation implies not only folklore, not just historical cinema, but things developing in the author's cinema. And I'm very inspired by this. Finally, it is the author's cinema that tries to find these things and create the formula of synthesis, the formula of the mix, the reflection of social reality, and some kind of parable. Following globalization, a process of profound transformation of all elements in film communication, including production, import, and film distribution, is taking place over a quarter of a century. This is a completely different time with new traditions and demands. In general, the filmmakers are actively looking for new approaches, and they are on the right path because we were involved in the Soviet film industry for a long time. We should not wait for the moment when the state will give us money or start encouraging us. This is not right. Here the production system is very important and it is just being formed, though at a low level. But it is the producers who are now beginning to actively understand that the film is not only a finished product, but it needs to be shown, told, and learned by the viewers at film festivals. It is very important. Young people are now striving to do this, and I'm very glad that they have something to show.
Сейчас стремятся и это делают. Я очень рада, что у них выходит.
Cinema is a mirror reflecting the face of our society. Today we talk about those who had the courage not only to look into this mirror, but to show it to the whole world.